This is a poem I wrote called Smoke and Mirrors. The brainwashing is so close to complete, they've got everyone lined up like clueless sheep. But some animals are more equal than others, so they go around dictating us like we aren't their brothers. Here in America, we know that you're born free, free to keep your head down, head in the crowd, saying, as long as it's not me. You're free as a bird, forced to work long hours to exhaust you from thinking. Just in case you're smart enough to be upset, you won't revolt, won't fight, you'll just go out drinking. They want you to feel beaten, like the battle is over, to cower in submission and pray to your lucky clover. And when that's depleted, polluted, and asphyxiated, look up and ask how we all became so domesticated. The reality is, there was no accidental becoming. It was bred into us with ads, so much propaganda it's numbing. Try our new food pyramid, stuffed with GMOs, now with everything possible that a kid needs to grow. Not vertically or mentally, emotionally or socially, but horizontally, psychotically, dementedly, and neurotically. Because a people fractured and mistrusting, incapable of forming bridges, will never make it over all of the colossal ridges. The blockades set before us, those cubicle beasts, they keep you from believing that you are more than just meat. Why fund education? It's dictatorship 101. An educated populace is never any fun. Not when your goal is control, your nightmare upheaval, and you craft the status quo to be teeming with evil. So look at what's happening. Don't be scared to ask why. Don't let them push you down, nose to the ground, to stop seeing everything that should make you cry. When you see an ad, remember, the product is your mind. They are the buyers and bidders, all betting that you'll let them make you blind. And maybe, just maybe, they can even make you believe the most astounding straight-up lie that they have ever conceived. That the rich are the fighters, the workers, the heroes, and without them, the poor would be the sum of all zeros. They preach while grinding their heel in your shoulder, that without them, every light in your life would begin to get colder. That they are the reason for each and every prosperity, yet they starve you and deprive you as they talk about scarcity. Because working 2 jobs to support yourself and your daughter makes you a leech that needs to be removed like a blood vessel clotter. But if the poor were all getting away with some great big heist, why are they choosing to live on the streets without food? What would he think? You're Christ. They spend billions of dollars to buy your free will, your vote, trying to convince you that it's follow or get off the boat. They send you to war and act like they tried to be valiant first, but if you're going to stop corruption, you should start with the worst. So let's bring the troops home. There's work to be done. Let's burn this money throne and put the real criminals on the run. Let's look past the excuses. Have the courage to think independent. Put the puzzle together, and you'll see futures resplendent. I'm not saying that the founders were the wisest of men, but if they saw us today, they'd give us a 0 out of 10. Franklin himself said liberty before security is a fundamental pact, but at the first fearful moment, we signed the Patriot Act. So just sit there, do nothing, don't put up a fight, but when they come knocking on your door, remember it was you who gave up your rights. When you throw your hands up and say the problems are entrenched, and no amount of scrubbing will get rid of the stench, know that you are letting them win, that your very inaction condones their oppressive sins. You're proving them right, that people are so easy to control, and with just a little nudge, they'll settle into their role. So don't let them. Stand up. Get out from under the covers. Stop knowing right, but sitting tight because it's so easy to blame it on others. Do something. Take action. Don't be paralyzed by fear. And maybe then you'd see their power is just smoke and mirrors.